Alright, so when you get to a point you feel like your 60 beats a minute on this is solid, send a video of that, please. Yeah, so definitely, don't wait till the week is almost over. So sooner we see it, the better. Of course, I'm just, saying that, making your video almost 24 hours after the lesson, so apologize for that. Things have gotten very busy recently, so just trying to finish getting caught up with everything right now. But anyway, so I think one thing I was hearing, especially at the faster speeds, is the downstrokes might be getting played too hard, which may be why they're coming down too fast, which puts a gap between the down and the upstroke, and that's what's causing that swing. So, like the swing being, I forgot to turn the volume up. I'm on a baritone, so this way I can play as low as you're gonna be. Like doing here, non-swing would be, if you put a swing, it's kind of like. So, non-swing, swing. If I do it at the 100, non-swing, swing, let's see. That's what the swing sounds like. And we want it to sound like. So, yeah, just pointing that out so hopefully you can be more aware of it if it does come up again. So I'll be able to go through most of this exactly the same way as you. Might be able to hit the chords this way. So you have the pinky in there. But anyway, I'm going to just run through this here just in case seeing me do it would help at all. So it's going to scroll on the screen. And hopefully the metronome click will be loud enough. So here we go. So, yeah, that's the main thing to focus on. Let's see, number 2, yes. So let's talk a little bit about. Oh God, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, so remember, remembering the steps to take to make this as simple as possible. That's the thing. So when you go for the 4 chord here, which will be F major, not F, I'm thinking of the wrong key, C major 7. So you're going to change, you need to change the 3rd interval to either the 2nd or the 4th. So remember, you find the 3 or the flat 3, and you, for the sus2 in key, you'll just lower the note to the very next note in key. For the sus4, you got to raise it to the very next note in key. So let's see. Sometimes it doesn't work that easily. Sometimes an open string might be the 3rd or the flat 3rd interval. So I mean, if it's the open string, you can raise that up for the suspended 4, but obviously you can't lower that for the suspended 2nd. And it's basically what happened up here in the E minor 7. So you had to take the G string, which is the flat 3rd, and you rose it up to a B note because the B is in the chord we're working with. And so after that, basically, like, you kind of change this chord to that. And so at that point, the only note that was left, or that needed to be put in, is that F to make it the 7 sus flat 2. So just want to just point that out just to remind you in case it happens again. Because it will. And the other thing to pay attention to is, especially on these bigger chords like the 5 and 6 string chords, sometimes the 3rd or flat 3rd interval gets played more than once. So you want to look out for that. So, like at the start here, you had the E note, which is the 3rd interval, and you lower that down to a D. Well, you have the open E string too. So in order to make the C major 7 a C major 7 sus 2, you had to take, you got to get rid of all the E notes in the chord. So obviously we can't lower the open high E string down to a -2 fret, but you could put the G on the high E string, so you're just playing the 5th interval, up on the high E string instead. So, things like that, keep that in mind. Every now and then you might have a chord where it's just easier to get rid of a string. Sometimes it's not necessary, such as the case when you had the B minor 7 and you made it the B minor, or you made it the B7 sus flat 2. We just got rid of that high E string. Not needed. We put it back in for this one because it's not too difficult to put in. You're just barring straight on through. So find the 3 or the flat 3 in the chord shape and just change that. And only that note, only that string. And then see if there's a 2nd string being used in the chord shape that contains a 3 or a flat 3. And then change that as well. So this way you're not like reconstructing everything on every chord. So you want to try and minimize what? Try and minimize minimize the work to get to the new chord. Just minimize it as much as possible. So hopefully that helps. If any questions come up, please let me know. And yeah, I will see you in hopefully a soon upcoming video from you.